In this scenario, elements of aid climbing, hauling, and pick-off rescue from ascent are combined to rescue a climber suspended from his cow's tail in an aid climbing situation. The rescuer should first survey the scene, attempt to communicate with the casualty, plan the rescue, and activate EMS. In this case, the casualty is located midpoint on an aid traverse, and the rescuer has chosen to carry an additional set of rope, which he and the casualty will transfer onto. The rescuer rigs the working and safety lines from a suitable anchor point and transfers from his aid points onto the ropes. Once this is accomplished, the rescuer will perform a pick-off rescue by transferring the casualty off his aid point onto the rescuer's descending equipment. The difficulty in this rescue is to lift the casualty off his weighted cow's tail with limited overhead clearance. The rescuer gathers additional equipment from the casualty, should it be needed later. A short sling is attached from the casualty's sternal D-ring to the rescuer's descender. The casualty anchor points are maintained as his backup connection is transferred to the rescuer's equipment. The rescuer has chosen to use a simple counterweight technique to lift his casualty. A foot loop is attached to the top of the casualty's chest ascender and then passed through an anchor carabiner. The foot loop is adjusted to full length. Next, the rescuer stands in the foot loop and pulls upwards on the casualty's harness, raising the casualty enough to enable the chest ascender to be disconnected from the rope and the casualty to be lowered onto the rescuer's descender. Minimizing the distance the casualty has to lower before being supported by the rescuer's descender is critical to this counterweight technique. Once the casualty is supported by the rescuer's equipment, the connections to the anchor points are removed. After adding an additional braking carabiner to the descent system, the rescuer is ready to descend with the casualty.